What's up, words? Today we're going to talk about having self-control, man, amongst your loved ones, amongst the people that are seeing you succeed, amongst the people that are watching you rise the ranks, rise to different levels. You know, they're going to give you the hardest times, but you just got to be patient, man. A lot of my people that message me, even people that I have on the team, man, they're like, damn, girl, everything now bugs me, you know. Everything they do gets on my nerves, man. It gets me frustrated. It gets me pissed. You know, so I want to fucking make them change and, you know, make them realize what they're doing, you know. And I'm like, wait. You know, you got to pump your brakes, man, because you got to understand that, you know, you were there once. So the way that you got to teach, the way that you want to, you know, approach that situation, it's actually by you know, keeping on smashing, you know, keep on progressing, not letting them get to you. That's going to be your test of being patient, because when you blow it, when you get out of control, you know, they're going to see that. You know, they're going to see that, and that's going to be their way out. That's going to be, you know, their way of telling you, okay, you know, that's your problem still. You still have anger issues. You're still bitching and complaining and being, you know, a control freak, where you're trying to control the situation. But obviously, you know, they're not in the right state of mind. So people get it twisted. Of course, you're going to see them, you know, doing very little. Of course, that's going to bug you. Of course, that's going to get in your nerves. You know, your kids not, you know, eating how they should be eating. You know, you're going to want to force it on them, and you can't do that. You can't force it on them, because you have to break those habits, you know, slowly. But the way that you do it is actually you personifying the teaching, you leading by example. Once you have that unlocked, once you have, you know, results, then they could start listening. Then you're just going to bring that curiosity. You're going to ease into it, you know. You don't have, they're already feeling attacked. They already feel uncomfortable being around you, looking at you eat a certain way, looking at you carry yourself a certain way, looking at you, you know, acting in a different manner. Change, you know, change is, it's possible. You know, people see change as hard, or people see change as like, oh man, you know, it's going to be difficult. Nah, it actually ain't, because when you get sick of yourself, you know, this is when change is going to start happening. You know, the ones that have a difficult time to accept that is the people around you. They're the ones that don't want to see change. They're the ones that feel like you're attacking them, because they're going to have to change in a manner of, like, you know, now seeing you act a certain way, seeing you carry yourself a certain way. So they got to change to what you're doing. They have to kind of like watch you every day, leveling yourself. So it's going to be uncomfortable. That's change for them. That's the reason why a lot of people don't pursue their goals, or a lot of people quit or stop, because they'll start fighting you back. They'll start, you know, telling you some shit that you don't want to hear, and it's going to piss you off. You're going to break character. And sometimes, you know, believe it or not, some of my team members went through it, where like, they're like, man, I'm not going to do this, man. I'm tired of hearing it. I can't, you know, deal with it. I'm just going to stop. And I'm like, how is that going to fix the situation? How are you stopping and giving them their way, because you're making them feel a certain way, because you're changing for the better? Why would you want to stop on that and side with them? Just because in the moment that you're making them feel uncomfortable and they got to you and you threw your goals away, doesn't mean that you're never going to have issues with that person, just because you're siding with them and finally agreeing with them. Okay, you know what? I'm going to stop. You know, I'm not going to pursue this no more. You feel uncomfortable. You don't like it. You start feeling more insecure because you're not doing, you know, what you're supposed to be doing. You feel yourself that you're, you know, you're at a lower level. And that right there is the problem, you know. Them having to change and adapting to your lifestyle, to your new lifestyle that you're pursuing. That's what you have to stay firm and solid with what you got to do, because they're going to try to talk you out of what you're doing, not by words, just by their way, their attitudes, the way they move about, the way they carry themselves, where it's going to piss you off because they're doing the opposite of what they should be doing, knowing that you don't do that no more, knowing that you don't engage in those activities no more, you don't drink no more, you don't eat like that no more. All that shit's gonna get to you. It's gonna start getting in your nerves. You're gonna start feeling, anger towards them. You're gonna start feeling, resentment towards them, because you're gonna think like, well, they should know better. They shouldn't even be doing this. Nah, but the thing is that they don't know better. They don't know better. So you just got to keep on going till they break. It's always the other way around. They're breaking you. A lot of people get broken because people, they get the best of you. Nah, you cannot fucking let nobody break you. That right there is baby level. If you're letting somebody, as it could be your significant other, it could be your kids, it could be your brother, your mom, any sibling that's close to you, that gets the best of you, damn man, you're not ready enough, man. You weren't ready enough with that mindset, knowing that, that shit's coming and I'm gonna have to address it. I'm gonna have to pivot and adjust, but I'm not tapping, I'm not cracking, because that habit, everybody, never breaks it, because people will always talk you out of it. Everybody wants to please people. Stop being a people pleaser. Stop fucking making them feel comfortable by you not doing more, where you making them feel uncomfortable. When you start doing more, people they're going to start feeling uncomfortable, or they're going to be inspired by you. You're either going to pump them up and make them join you, which should be our goal, or you're going to make them feel insecure, and they're going to give you they're going to give you a headache. They're going to give you trouble. You're going to have conflict. But you're just gonna have to master that, have that in back of your head, that those tests are coming. Be aware of it. Once you're aware of what's gonna be thrown at you, that's when you start finding solutions. That's when you start finding words to, let them know in a respectful manner, but always be firm with self, stern with self, and don't give in. That's gonna be the main key for you to break through those bad habits that we have, break that cycle that we've been, pretty much going years after years, generation after generation. Somebody has to break it. Somebody has to put up with all that, because once somebody steps to the plate and breaks that cycle, breaks that fucking, those bad habits that we've been groomed, we've been laced throughout our life, then we're gonna start moving forward, man. Somebody has to do it. Somebody has to step it up and break that cycle in their family, man. Let you be the one, man. But that, hey, they're gonna test you, and the key here is not breaking. We do not have reverse. You gotta keep on going regardless of what they're doing. So you are the weird one. Get that in your head. You are the weird one. You are the one, the rare one, where they're siding with society. They're doing what society's, been telling them to do, which is nothing. So know that, be aware of that situation, and find solutions of how to address that situation. Hopefully this video helps. Let's run it. Words. We don't tap. We don't have reverse. Let's go.